Alright, today's video is on taking notes on a video. So today's objective is you're going to understand the expectation for you to take notes on a video, and you will understand the proper things that you need to do while watching a video. So let's look at a few key important things that you need to do. Number one would be that you should write down the title or the target number of the video. So even for this video, you should get in the habit of, in the upper right hand corner should be your date, and then in the left hand corner should be the title, and then also the target number is always helpful, as you'll find in this math class we talk about target numbers, and the numbers are related to what the target topic is. Keep all of your notes in the notes section of your binder, and keep them in chronological order. So that means keep those in order from target 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I would kind of just group them together as what you think or what's going to happen with a test. So when we take a test, we'll take a test over the first 5 targets. So you'd want to make sure that the first 5 targets' notes are all together. And then be prepared to show your notes to the teacher the next day in class. If you do not have your notes in class, then you will have to make sure that you are able to show the notes to the teacher at another time. But it is also your responsibility. It will go down as a missing homework assignment if the notes are not completed. If you keep your notes in order, you should have no problem being able to show the notes to the teacher the next day in class. You want to make sure to write down any definitions and examples that are shown. You want to make sure that for the first couple examples, maybe you need to write down the problems and do it step by step with them. And then once you feel like you have an idea of what you need to do, that would be the time to pause the video on the example and try and solve it to see if your answer comes out to be the same as what the answer is getting in the video. This is a great way for you to be able to check your understanding to make sure that you know what you're doing. If something is not working out, that's the time that you're going to want to write down the time of the video in which the example is starting. Because if you write down the time, you're able to go back and look at that video, and then you're able to watch the video again. And so each example will be a different type of problem, and what's easiest for that is for you to understand what types of problems are at each time increment in the video. Listen for the key word or phrase, or there might be something that your teacher tells you to do in the video. If this part is not completed on your notes when you show your notes to the teacher, you will not get credit for watching the video until this is complete. Go back and watch the video if you need to. Okay, if you understand that there are some problems that you're not quite fully understanding, then that's an issue, and you need to make sure you're going back to watch the video. The other thing that you need to make sure you're doing is write down questions. So when a question comes up in your mind, in your notes, you should automatically write down that question. So if I'm watching a problem on the video and a question comes in my head, I'm going to press the pause button on that video, and then I'm going to write down exactly what that question is. I'm going to put it right by the specific spot in my notes so that when I get to class the next day, I can ask the teacher what my question is, and my teacher can answer it. Pause the video on this slide and copy this down. Alright, following the video, you may have to answer questions on Moodle, or you might be asked to answer 5 questions or 3 questions. Each video may give you a different amount of problems that you need to solve into your notebook. Those answers will then be given out the next day in class. Class time will be given to work on your homework from the notes the previous night. So it's very important that you go home and watch these videos at night, as that's your homework, so that you're not wasting the time in class that's going to be given to you to work on the homework itself. And the purpose is so that you can ask questions to the teacher if you have any questions on the homework. And the last thing is, the videos must be watched before attending class. So that's important for you to make sure that you're doing, so that you're able to work in class and be successful. Alright, so my homework assignment for you after watching this video is I want you to write down 3 things that you need to do when watching a video, and label them as the importance. Your key word for today is Vikings. I would like you to write Vikings in the upper right-hand corner of your notebook paper. Thank you.